Well, good evening and welcome to the Mini Dome on the campus of Shelton High School for the opener of the 2015-2016 high school basketball season as the Shelton girls host Stadium. I'm Diedrich Allen. Tonight we have a Highclimbers team entering the season with a positive outlook. Last year the Lady Climbers went 3-17 and would love to start with a win. They have a very young team, but not very big, and Coach Left did tell me they're going to run a lot tonight. We can expect that. As for their opponent, this will be the Tigers' second game of the season. They slipped by Mount Tahoma 49-48 behind Vanessa Higgins, 16 points. Will Shelton be able to stop Higgins and open the season with a victory, or will Stadium put together a two-game win streak on the road? We will find out in moments. It's high school basketball season opener. The Stadium Lady Tigers at the Shelton Lady Highclimbers next on MasonWebTV.com and Hooking Out Communications HCC.net. We will have the tip-off and the starting lineups coming up shortly here on MasonWebTV.com and HCC.net.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
And we're back at the Mini Dome as the starting lineups are being announced here at the Mini Dome. They're getting ready to do a high school basketball game here. Let's see, we'll start out with the Stadium Tigers. Mariah Centanto, a 6'1" junior post player. Emily Forrest, a 5'4" freshman. She plays out on the wing. Ruby Gellner, a 5'8" junior, also a wing player. Vanessa Higgins, talked a little bit about her in the open. 5'9" junior post, and Anna Murphy, 5'10" junior post player. For your Highclimbers, starting out with a freshman, Timber Ware. She is 5'5", playing the point guard. Paige Johnson, 5'11" junior. Morgan Leach, a 5'7" junior. Caitlin Allen, forward at 5'8", she is a senior, and Aurora Gooley, 5'5", senior point guard. So that's your starting five for everybody here. It's Ware, Gooley, Johnson, Leach, and Allen for the Highclimbers. Senato, Forrest, Gellner, Higgins, and Murphy for the Tigers from Stadium. So we're just about ready to get the national anthem played here. We'll take a timeout. We'll get this ball game tipped off in a moment. This is MasonWebTV.com, Hooking Out Communications, HCC.net. We'll be right back.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency?
I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at?
I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway?
You can't find where I'm at?
No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan. And it's in like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think.
Did you go by the cemetery?
We just passed the cemetery.
Just past the cemetery. Okay.
Are you sending anybody else for
I'm
us?
telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
We're all ready to get this game tipped off. You notice a little bit of a setup. Let me explain everything to you. You see the clock and the scoreboard right in the center of the screen. Obviously, Shelton will be on the left score, and Stadium will be on the right. And the lower left corner is the shot clock, and of course, the clock and the game clock right in the middle of the screen. And we're about ready to get this thing tipped off. And Stadium will be in the blue, and the Highclimbers will be in their home white. And if you're having difficulty determining which is which here, the Highclimbers will be going from right to left on your screen there. So you got Higgins, and it looks like is it Johnson? Johnson to tip it off. Tip is won by the Tigers. And here come the Tigers. Down to the corner baseline, pass is intercepted and tied off, and that'll be a jump ball, alternating possession going to the Highclimbers. Quick shot off and missed, but an offensive rebound pulled down by Morgan Leach. She'll dribble around, dump it down, and put it up and in by Timber Ware. And Highclimbers on the board first. Almost anticipated steal there by Gooley. Lob it down to the baseline, over through the intended target, out of bounds. And that's the second turnover on the Tigers. Highclimber ball with a 2-0 lead. Highclimbers with the ball, and a little pass to the high post, lob it down to the corner and overthrow. And that will be the first turnover on Highclimbers. Gellner with the ball, bringing it up for Stadium. Lob it over to the wing, now down to the baseline. Past the side of the key, nice move, and a fadeaway partially blocked and pulled down by Johnson. And here come the Highclimbers on the run. Right to the hoop with a scoop, going it in, laying it up and in. Jasmine Griffin with the 2 points. And it's 4-0 Highclimbers. Stadium has a ball. And another turnover on the Tigers. That's their third. Substitution for the Tigers. It'll be Mia Springstead checking onto the court. She'll go get Emily Forrest. The Highclimbers have the ball in their backcourt. And it'll be Gooley with it between the circles, lobbing him down and just off the fingertips, out of bounds to Johnson. That'll be the second turnover on the Highclimbers. So you see 6:14, or 6:16, excuse me, to go in the first quarter. 4-0. Shelton on top. Stadium with the ball. Steal of the ball is going to be Ware. She'll take it to the bucket and lay it up and in. Timber Ware with the fourth point, and it's 6-0. Shelton on top. Stadium early. Top of the key. Gellner. High post feed down to Springstead. Back to Gellner. Swing it over to the other side. Jumper from the elbow. Up and in, and that'll be Vanessa Higgins. Puts the Tigers on the board. And nice running and gunning and laying it up and in is Paige Johnson. And that makes it 8-0, and a timeout has been called by the Stadium team. They're first there. It's 5:40 to go here in the first quarter. You've got Timber Ware, the freshman, with the 4 points for the Highclimbers, and Jasmine Griffin with 2, and Paige Johnson, you just saw laid up and in off the fast break for another 2. For the Tigers, their bucket, sole bucket is by Vanessa Higgins. And they're breaking their huddle. And we'll get this thing back underway after the timeout for Stadium. back, and Gellner will bring it up for the Tigers. Stops between the circles, hesitates, throws it over to Herman. Into the corner for 3, in and out by Higgins. An offensive rebound, the putback no good. And again, a putback is no good. And a third try, out it goes. Herman is going to be foul going to the bucket. And the foul went on Timber Ware, the freshman, which gets the first whistle of the ball game. At the free throw line for 2 shots is Alexa Herman. She got the first one. Another one on the way. Off the back of the iron, the rebound pulled down by Johnson. And here come the Highclimbers quickly back the other way, running and gunning, and laying it up and in is Jasmine Griffin, her second bucket of the ball game, 4th point. Coach Seth is not kidding about the running and the gunning here. Making a move is Springstead. Lewis lost the ball. Coming up with it, it's going to be Gooley. Gooley throws it across court, a little bit behind. A lob, and has a turnover on the Highclimbers. Coming back the other way. Near steal at mid-court. To Higgins. She'll go to the bucket and draw a foul. Personal foul went to Aurora Gooley. Her first, excuse me. Vanessa Higgins is at the line. Made the first one, she'll get another one. Kaylin Allen back in the ball game for the Highclimbers. Paige Johnson will sit down. Second free throw by Higgins. Up and in. Nice form. 4 points for her so far tonight. It's a 5-point lead for the Highclimbers. Nice little 2-woman play here. And across the paint to Griffin. Griffin gets it back out to Gooley. Gooley getting some space, hands it off to Griffin. Griffin drives the baseline, throws it in the middle of the paint over the head, and cutting to the bucket is Morgan Leach, and she's fouled going to the free throw line. Looks like Mia Springstead picked up her first. That'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers. Inbounds will go to Ware, back to Leach. Missed the shot. Offensive rebound by Griffin. Up to Gooley. Gooley shots off, and a rebound pulled down by Stadium. And a foul in the back court. And that'll go on Morgan Leach.
Fouls on number 23, Morgan Leach. That is her first personal foul, 13 foul.
So here comes Gellner for Stadium, between the circles, over to Harris. Harris double team. Manages to get a pass to Springstead, and another whistle on the Highclimbers. Their 4th team foul. That'll go on Ware. That's her second. Ella Pinter up off the bench for the Highclimbers. Check in to get to Ware, the freshman, getting the start tonight. Baseline inbounds for the Tigers to the left of the bucket. Gellner will inbounds. Finds Higgins. Higgins tried to get a pass down low. Deflected and stolen away. Here comes Gooley. Gooley up into the corner, and it's Griffin. Griffin, side of the paint, deflected, and steal there by the Tigers. And here comes Stadium, trailing by 5. Higgins with it to Gellner, up top. Bounce it over to Harris. Harris forces a pass down low, deflected out of bounds. They're going to give it to the Tigers. Let's see, we have Carabow checking in, and Paige Johnson returns. Baseline inbounds to the right of the backboard, and there's a whistle away from the ball. That'll be the 15th foul on the Highclimbers, and I think that went on 22. Yes, it did. Paige Johnson picked up her first. And Vanessa Kennedy is into the ball game for the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds. Has it into Higgins. Higgins up and in, and the foul. And the personal foul goes to Jasmine Griffin. Higgins trying to cut this Highclimber lead to 2. In and out on the free throw. Rebound pops out and taken and put up by Murphy. And then they lose it out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. Ella Pinter running point this time for the Highclimbers. Top of the key with the dribble. Now steps back, throws it over, and it's Griffin. Griffin drives to the side of the paint, actually now with a pass to Johnson, and a whistle on the pass off. And that'll go on Kellner. That's her first, second team foul on the Tigers. Sonato checks into the ballgame for the Tigers for the first time. It'll be baseline inbounds to the right of the backboard for the Highclimbers. Looking for somebody to throw it into, throws it in to Kennedy. Kennedy up top. Now to Pinter. Pinter, couple of dribbles, back up to the top. From the left side, she'll set the play there with a 20 on the shot clock. Kennedy with it. Bounces it into the paint, and it's Johnson, I believe, fighting for it, and a jump ball is called. And that will go to the Tigers Stadium. Gellner running point for the Tigers. Over to Higgins, draws a double team. Side of the paint feed goes to Sonato. And now it's a cross court. And Harris. Harris draws a foul on one of the Highclimbers. That'll be the 17th foul on Shelton. That brings up a 1-and-1. Jasmine Griffin picked up her second personal foul. 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. 10-7 is our score. Shelton on top. Stadium's Deela Harris at the line for the first of a 1-and-1. Missed it. And the rebound's pulled down by the Highclimbers. Comes Griffin up the far sidelines. Right to the bucket now. She had to try to lace a pass in. Deflected, but puts it up. Gets it. Actually falls to Johnson. Johnson put up, goes off, but drew the foul. And that'll put Paige at the line for 2. Foul went on Deela Harris, her first. Missed the first one. She'll get one more. And a substitution for Stadium, checking into the ball game again, is Amina Forrest. Charles has another free throw. Up and in. Bringing the lead to 4 for the Highclimbers. 2.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Pinter all over Gellner. She'll throw it over, and it's Forrest. Forrest, side of the paint at the corner. Springstead down to the box on the near side. And Sonato missed the shot. Rebound with the Highclimbers. And on the run, here they come. Johnson had the pass in the middle, knocked away. It'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers to the right of the backboard. Kennedy will throw it in to Johnson. Out to Pinter. Back to Kennedy looking for Johnson. Dribble out of some trouble. Throws it into the corner. Nice little shuffle pass up and off the mark. And a rebound pulled down by Springstead for Stadium. And here come the Tigers. ball goes free, and then it runs over, and it's still kind of loose in the middle of the paint. Get down to Sonato, and then there's a foul on the play. It goes on the Highclimbers. Minute 44 to go here in the first quarter, and the Highclimbers have 18 fouls. At the line for 1-1 is going to be Mariah Sonato. Pinter picked up her first. Free throw up and in. So get another one. Cuts the lead down to 3. It is now 11-8. Next free throw. Off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Gooley. Gets it up to Pinter quickly. Turns around, tracks back, and deflected, but right to Pinter. To Gooley. Gooley fixed the, actually that's Kennedy. Kennedy fixed the shot. Ball gets slapped and taken to Johnson. Johnson to the hoop, mugged and fouled. Taking her move. And personal foul. The fourth on the Tigers. And Kellner picked up her second. At the line for 2 free throws, Paige Johnson. She's 1 for 2. Missed the first one. She has 3 points tonight. There's one more. Johnson taking her time. Second free throw up and in. Give her 4 points tonight. And Pinter almost comes up with a steal in backcourt on Gellner. Stays right with her. Crossing midcourt. Side of the paint feed to Higgins. Higgins fadeaway at the foul line, falls off. And the rebound goes down, pulled down by Kennedy. Kennedy took some steps and was fouled on the pass off. And the Tigers are going to get Higgins with her first. And only the 5 team fouls on the Tigers. Kennedy will throw it to Pinter on the inbounds from the near side. Now work over to the right side on the dribble. Stops. Finds Kennedy. Kennedy looking for Johnson. Finds Johnson at the foul line. Bumped. Double team. Threw it away. And the ball actually comes free. Pinter was in there and ends up kicking it out of bounds. And that goes the 6th turnover on the Highclimbers in the ballgame. 12-8 is our score, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Stadium with the ball. Shelton has the lead. Higgins with it. Cross-court pass. Goes to Forrest. Forrest pass down low. Deflected by the Highclimbers. It'll be Stadium ball. Sideline inbounds left of the backboard. Gellner will trigger the play. Throws it in to Sonato. And knocked away, and I guess it got to Gellner, but she was standing on the baseline. And that'll go to the Highclimbers. Here comes Pinter crossing midcourt. High post feed to Johnson. Draws a triple team. Throws it down just out of the grasp of Bowe. Out of bounds. It'll be Stadium ball. Anna Murphy checks in. Mia Springstead will sit down. And here come the Tigers, trailing by 4. Let's see, looks like a couple seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock is Sonato actually forced up a shot that goes in, and it's a 2-point lead for the Highclimbers. And they come right back. Nice little shuffle pass. Johnson tried to throw one up through a foul. And Page is back to the line for 2 shots. And the foul will go on Mariah Sonato, her first. Or it's her second, excuse me. 16 fouls on Stadium. The line. And up and in is Johnson. She got the first one. She is 3 for 5. Johnson has another one. Lead is 3 for Shelton. Second one is short. Rebound pulled down to Gellner. Gellner for Stadium with 7 seconds to work. He's got Pinter all over in backcourt. Crossing midcourt, and a whistle and a foul on Pinter. Their second, 9th team foul on the Highclimbers in the quarter. 3 seconds to go.
Foul is on number 10, Ella Pinter, her second. That's the 19th foul on the Highclimbers.
Gellner at the line. First one off. Rebound pulled down by the Highclimbers. And knocked out of bounds with 1 second on the clock. And the Highclimbers have a 3-point lead. And the length of the court to go. Kennedy will throw it in. And that'll do it for the first quarter. So we're through one. Shelton leads Stadium in the home opener, or opener of the season actually, 13-10 after one. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com, Okinawa Communications, HCC.net. We'll be right back.
Do you think he's on his way? He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's
try.
down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
And we're back waiting for the start of the second quarter. Shelton leads the Stadium 13-10 after one quarter. Leading scorer in the ballgame is actually a Stadium player. Vanessa Higgins has 6 points. Mariah Zanato has 3 and 1 point for Alexa Herman. For the Highclimbers, their leading scorer is Paige Johnson with 5. Jasmine Griffin has 4, and Timber Ware has 4. It'll be Highclimber ball coming out. The timeout before between quarters. Looks like we have Kennedy, Gooley, Johnson, Leach, and Ware in the ball game. Start the second quarter for the Highclimbers. Kennedy with it. Back to Gooley. Gooley pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Rattled out. Rebound tapped and controlled by Leach. Leach goes to Gooley. Back to Leach from the corner. Fakes a 3. Steps inside of the arc. Puts up a runner that comes up short. Got her own rebound. Goes right back out. It's blocked by the Tigers. And here comes Higgins the other way. Puts it up and in. And a 1 point lead for the Highclimbers. Gooley with it. Looking for somebody down low and wide open in the key. Nobody sees her. Gooley fakes the outside, goes with a scoop shot underneath the defense. And Aurora Gooley's at the line for 2 free throws. Higgins picked up her second. 7th team foul on the Tigers. Gooley's at the line for 2 free throws. Try to extend this lead. It's now down to 1. First free throw up and in. Nothing but net. High arc. And it goes in. Second free throw by Aurora. That's short. Rebound. The fight for it. Higgins comes up with it, but tied up immediately by Leach. And it'll be alternating possession. That'll go over to Stadium. Gellner running point for the Tigers. Top of the key. Bounce pass goes over to Springstead. Up top to Gellner. Over to the opposite side. And that's Forrest. Forrest to Higgins on the side of the paint. Lost the ball trying to drive the paint. Got it back. Put it up. Little fadeaway came off. And the rebound pulled down by the Highclimbers. And then, a deflected pass and a steal by Higgins. And then Ware comes up with it. Should go right to the bucket. Lays it up. And in! 6 points for the freshman tonight. And here comes Gellner for Stadium the other way. It's Stops, bounces it over to Forrest. Forrest, cross court, goes to Springstead, back to Forrest. Puts it on the floor, driving around the defense, and a reach-in foul by the Highclimbers. I guess that went on Ware. No, that went on Kennedy. Her first. 10th team foul on the Highclimbers, so the Tigers will be shooting 2 the rest of the way. Amani Forrest is at the line for 2 free throws. Got the first one. Should get another one. It's now a 4-point lead. I'm sorry, 3-point lead for the Highclimbers. Jasmine Griffin back in the ball game. Morgan Leach will sit down. Second free throw is up and off. Rebound. Fight for it, knocked out of bounds. It'll go to the Highclimbers. Substitution for Stadium. Looks like it's going to be Millis Saglam. 5'3" senior. A little discussion here. And finally let the substitution go on, come through, and stepping off for Stadium will be Forrest. It's Highclimber ball. And rolling it all the way into the front court. Gooley, she has it. Fakes pass, throws it over to the side, and that's Griffin. Griffin drives, paint, throws it out. 3 on the way for Ware. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled down by Springstead. Near steal by Gooley in the corner, but it stays with the Tigers. 6:06 to go here in the half. 16-13 is the score. Shelton on top, Stadium with the ball. Higgins on the side of the paint, deflected and picked up by Springstead. Springstead up top, throws down low, and it is Murphy. Murphy to Saglan, now up top. Higgins driving, baseline, slips it up and in. Give her 10 points tonight. And the lead is 1 for Shelton. Here comes Gooley the other way for the Highclimbers. Throws it over to Kennedy. Kennedy looking to the baseline. Throws it in the middle, and the pass is stolen and deflected. And just trying to make the break is Saglam, and she's just basically mugged. Now it'll be 2 shots walking the other way for the Tigers. Griffin picked up her 3rd. By my count, the Highclimbers have committed 11 team fouls. Melissa's first free throw goes in. She'll get another one. And the lead is now 1 for Shelton, 16-15. Second free throw is up and in, and the ball game is tied at 16. 5:27 to go here in the half. 16 all. Shelton with the ball. Kennedy throws it out, and it's Bowe who checked in. Now over to Kennedy and back to Gooley. Back to Kennedy, goes right to the bucket, blocked and rejected by Murphy. It's her 2nd block in the game. Now making the move is Allen. Allen, no go on that shot, and here come the Tigers trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. Gellner had it blocked, but it ping pongs around to Higgins. Higgins can't get the ball to fall. Got her own rebound, and then she travels. And Paige Johnson steps back onto the court. She'll go get Caitlin Allen, who had a little bit of playing time there. And here comes Gooley with the ball in the backcourt for the Highclimbers. Tie game, just under 5 minutes to go here in the half. Quick little pass to Bowe. Bowe to Kennedy. Kennedy spins into the paint, puts it off the glass, missed it, rebound pulled down, and then stolen away by Kennedy. Out to Ware. Ware to Johnson. Turn around in the paint, off the glass and in. Page with 7 points tonight. And it leads 2 for the Highclimbers. Comes Gellner for Stadium. Stops and throws it over to Springstead. Cross court it goes to Galam, who can't handle it, goes out of bounds. 8th turnover on the Tigers. 4:20 to go here in the half, and a timeout called by Highclimbers. Will take one. We'll be right back. This is MasonWebTV.com, Hood Canal Communications HCC.net. We'll be right back.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, get half off a new bundled broadband connection for 6 months and free installation, but without any contract.
With unlimited internet access from HCC, you can keep your multi-device, data-hungry family happy. Close the generation gap without any data caps.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And we're back. 4:20 to go in the half. 18-16 is their score. Shelton on top of Stadium. Highclimbers will have the ball coming out of the timeout. They have Johnson, Gooley, Kennedy, Ware, and Bow on the court. As Kennedy will inbounds in front of the Highclimber bench to Gooley. Here come the Highclimbers, leading by 2. Ware with it, throws it over to Bow. Cross court it goes to Kennedy. Kennedy puts it on the floor, gets a screen from Page, and Johnson, I should say, and gets over to Ware. Ware puts it on the floor, runner inside the paint, comes up short, rebound pulled down by Springstad for Stadium. Here comes Gellner. Gellner throws it down and almost over through Sonato. Her turnaround falls off. Rebound goes right back to Springstad, and she tries to make a move, draws a foul on the Highclimbers. 2 shots coming for Springstad. Paige Johnson picked up her second. Mia Springstad is at the line for 2 free throws for the Tigers. Off the glass again, the bank is open for Mia tonight. Cuts the lead down. Caitlin Allen steps back onto the court for the Highclimbers. Gellner will get a rest as Saglam is back in the game. Or actually, no, it's Herman back in the game. Second free throw is off. Rebound goes to Gooley. Quickly come the Highclimbers. Ware the other way, drew the foul. Actually, Johnson, Page picked up her third. That's why she'll be sitting here for the Highclimbers. But Timber Ware is at the line for the first 2 free throws. Soglin picked up her first. It's the 8th team foul on Stadium, 1 and 1. Up and in goes Ware. Give her 7 points tonight. And the lead is back to 2. Make it 3. Give her 8 points tonight. And Saglam is running point this time for the Tigers. Between the circles. High post feed is intercepted by Kennedy. Kennedy gets it up to Ware. Ware takes 2 big steps to the hoop, lays it up and in. And the lead is back up to 5, which I believe is the largest lead in the night for the Highclimbers. Another steal. Ware stepped in the passing lane, throws it up to Kennedy. Kennedy to the hoop, puts it up a little hard. Ware with a rebound, 1 dribble, bounced it over to Bow. Bow turns around, drives baseline, and dribbled it off for a foot out of bounds, but a good effort by the Highclimbers. 3:07 to go here in the half. 22-17 is our score. Gellner's back in the ball game. She'll get the ball after the inbounds to Herman. And here come the Tigers. Into the corner goes. Springstead had her shot blocked, and Sonato came up with the rebound, took a few extra steps, however, and that goes back to the Highclimbers. I count 12 turnovers on Tigers here tonight. Under 3 minutes to go. 22-17 is our score. Ware has it on the far side. Throws it up to Kennedy, back to Ware. Ware for 3. Oops, stopped, hit that little dead spot between the rim and the glass, and that's a jump ball, so it'll stay with the Highclimbers. Just love it when that happens. Delia Harris returns for the Tigers. Springstead will sit down. There'll be baseline inbounds for the Highclimbers, and Kennedy will trigger the play. And let's see here. I'm kind of confused on the shot clock. Yeah, they finally reset it. They put 13 on the shot clock. It hit the rim. It's stuck on the rim, so that's a reset of the shot clock. Higgins returns in that timeout as well. Inbounds for the Highclimbers. Gooley has it, throws it to Kennedy. Kennedy looking low. Stops and throws it up to Ware. Ware swings it over to Bow. Bow for three. Yes! Caraboy with the big three ball, and the lead is now 25-17. 8-point lead for the Highclimbers. Stadium with the ball. And Harris puts up a little runner on the baseline. It comes up short. Ball is tipped out to the front, and Gellner tracks down. Now Harris has it. Gellner will set the play again. Over to Harris, back to Gellner, trying to lace a pass down, stolen away by the Highclimbers. And here come Gooley to Kennedy, up to Ware. Ware trying to make a move, and a whistle. That's 1-1, as Timber Ware is back to the line for first of a 1-1. Sonato picked up her third, and there's 9 team fouls on the Tigers as Ware hit the first of the 1-1. So get another one. She is 3 for 3 tonight. So far, missed the second one. Rebound pulled down by Higgins. Get up to Gellner. Gellner crossing midcourt, changing direction. Throws it over, and it's Herman. Herman, long shot, missed it. Rebound was Higgins. Her putback fell off. Rebound popped out and goes to the hands of Allen. Here comes Gooley, throws it up to Ware. Ware saves it in bounds, but had stood on the foot on the baseline. It'll be Tiger ball. Minute and a half to go here in the half. 26-17 is the score. 9-point lead for the Highclimbers. Herman trying to get a pass into the middle, and a whistle on the Highclimbers. And that'll go on Caitlin Allen, her first. Mariah Sonato at the line for 2 free throws. She's 1 for 2 tonight. Has 3 points. Minute 22 to go here in the half. First free throw goes in for Mariah. She get another one. Looks like Ella Pinter returns, and as does Morgan Leach for the Highclimbers. Second free throw for Stadium's Sonato is short. Rebound, Pinter. Pinter on the run on the far side, pushing it up the court. She has a 1-on-4, and she'll set the play wisely. And a near steal as Bow comes up with it, throws over to Ware. Ware for 3. That's short. Rebound pulled down and lost by Stadium, but it goes right into the hands of Gellner. And Gellner trying to hit the little pass out to Harris. Had to go get it, stepped on the base of the sidelines. It'll be Highclimber ball with a 26-18 lead. And under a minute to go here in the half. Bow with it, throws over to Ware. Ware in the corner, thought about a 3. Puts it on the floor, puts it up top, now it's Bow. Throws it over, and that's Leach. Leach bounces over to Ware. Ware fakes the 3, steps inside the paint, run on the side of the paint. Missed it, rebound goes to Higgins. And here come the Tigers, trailing by 8. With 30 seconds to go in the half. Over it goes to Herman. Herman to the baseline. Harris baseline jumper comes up short. Rebound pulled down by Gooley. Gooley on the run the other way for the Highclimbers. Stepping across midcourt. Swinging over to Ware. Ware to the corner to Pinter. Pinter drives baseline, draws a foul. 16 on the game clock. Shot clock is at 30 because it's basically off. Sonata picked up her 4th. And there's 16 seconds to go here in the half. And Pinter's at the line for the first of 2 free throws. And the ball popped out. Anna Murphy will step back onto the court for the Tigers. Sonata will sit down with 4 personals. Pretty much, we won't see her until late in the game if we do at all. Pinter's second free throw up and in. Give her a point. And the lead is now 27-18. 16 seconds to go. Here come the Tigers. Herman finds Murphy. Murphy misses it, but the rebound on the putback by Higgins goes up and in. And the Highclimbers come right back. Pinter, actually, Ware slipped and fell, ends up traveling at the buzzer, and is that going to be it? I do believe that'll do it for the first half. So the Highclimbers end up with a 7-point lead after 1 half, 27-20. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back here with more. We have a 10-minute halftime period. And the score again is 27 Shelton, 20 Stadium. We'll be right back on MasonWebTV.com, Hooking Out Communications, HCC.net. We'll be right back.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
Voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And it's halftime. Shelton 27, Stadium 20. In this first half, on the Stadium team running and gunning, as Coach Aletha told me before the game. And we're going to take another timeout. We'll be back, and I'll have some scoring and some other statistics for you here on MasonWebTV.com, Hooking Out Communications, HCC.net. We'll be right back.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency?
I just wrecked. Can you find where I'm at?
I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway?
You can't find where I'm at.
No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan, and it said like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think.
Did you go by the cemetery?
We just passed the cemetery.
Just past the cemetery. Okay.
Are you sending anybody to look for us?
I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
As it is halftime here at Highclimber Stadium with the Shelton girls leading the stadium 27-20. Coming up, our next webcast of high school basketball is a boys' game on Friday night. The Aberdeen Bobcats come into the mini dome to take on the Highclimbers. That's a 7 o'clock tip-off here on MasonWebTV.com and the Canal Communications HCC.net. We'll be back with more here from the mini dome as the Lady Highclimbers lead stadium 27-20. We'll be right back.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
And I'm sorry, we're back here at Highclimbers Stadium. 27-20, Shelton leads the stadium at the half. Leading scorer in the ball game actually is Vanessa Higgins for Stadium. She has 12 points. Let's see, we have 4 points for Mariah Sonato, 2 for Millis Salglam, and a point apiece for Alexa Herman, Mia Springstead, and Amini Forrest. That rounds out the scoring for the Tigers. For the Highclimbers, a little more balanced, but they're being led by Timber Wares, 11 points. 7 points for Paige Johnson. 4 for Jasmine Griffin. 3 for Cara Bowe. And a point for Aurora Gooley and Ella Pinter. And that brings us to that halftime score of 27-20. Highclimbers on top. By my count, the rebounding is relatively even. I have 13 for the Tigers and 10 for the Highclimbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offensive rebounds. Second chance opportunities for the Tigers. The turnovers are also even relatively. The Tigers, by my count, have 14, and the Highclimbers only have a dozen at 12. So that is the way we sit here at halftime. 27-20 is our halftime score with Shelton Highclimbers. Lady Highclimbers leading the stadium Lady Tigers by 7 points. The Highclimbers led by as many as 9 in the ballgame in the first half. Coming up on Saturday, of course, is the Christmastown Kiwanis 2015 Christmastown USA Christmas Parade. 5 o'clock, downtown Shelton, excuse me. MasonWebTV.com and Canal Communications HCC.net. We'll be streaming that parade live. If you're unable to make it to Railroad Avenue in downtown Shelton on Saturday, please feel free to watch the parade streamed live here on MasonWebTV.com and Canal Communications HCC.net. That is Saturday at 5. Of course, there's a lot of activities on Friday all day long, and actually all day Saturday. They celebrate the holidays. First Friday is Friday. This Friday. If you have some opportunities, there's going to be tree lighting and some bonfires along Railroad Avenue, something you might want to check out. Again, our halftime score here is Shelton 27, Stadium 20. We will take another timeout. We'll be right back with the third quarter and more here on MasonWebTV.com and Canal Communications HCC.net. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Do you think he's on his way? He doesn't even know that we're here. Is he okay? Please tell me he's okay.
Laura.
Okay, try to call him again.
There's no signal.
Try.
Nothing's working.
Well, just
Everything's
try.
down.
This is so bad. He's out there by himself.
Make sure you know where to find your family in an emergency. Start your plan at ready.gov.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Some important meetings coming up next week for the Mason County Commission. The budget hearing is at 9:30 a.m. on Monday. On Tuesday, of course, there is a regular business meeting at 9 a.m. and then a special meeting on Wednesday at 9 a.m. You can attend any of those meetings, or you can watch them here on MasonWebTV.com and HookieNowCommunicationsHCC.net. We'll be back with more basketball in a minute here on MasonWebTV.com, HookieNowCommunicationsHCC.net.
Thanks to cell phones, you can call 911 from almost anywhere.
911, what's the address to your emergency?
I just read. Can you find where I'm at?
I can't find where you're at.
But many people don't realize that cell phones and even smartphones don't always send location or GPS information when you call 911.
What road are you on? Were you on the highway?
You can't find where I'm at?
No, I need you to tell me what road you were on.
Since 911 dispatchers can't always tell the location of your emergency, they need your help.
It's the last turnoff right before Okanagan. And it said like 3 miles to Okanagan, I think.
Did you go by the cemetery?
We just passed the cemetery.
Just past the cemetery. Okay.
Are you sending anybody to look for us?
I'm telling them right now. The other dispatcher is getting on the radio.
Every second counts in an emergency. If you identify your location when calling 911, help can be sent quicker. Help 911 help you know your location. An important message from your local 911 office and Washington State Emergency Management.
Stadium Tigers start the third quarter with the ball, trailing by 7. Turnaround jumper by Murphy is off the mark. The rebound by Higgins can't get it to fall. And she gets another one and a foul on the pass-off on the Highclimbers. Second chance opportunities for Stadium have probably kept them closer in this ball game. And the first whistle, first foul of the goes on Leach, excuse me. And we have another foul. This time it'll go on the Stadium. It'll be Gellner picking up her third. And here comes Gooley. Swing it over to Leach. Leach drives baseline, turnaround, finds Gooley. Gooley had her shot blocked and recovered by the Tigers. Comes Gellner. Gellner quickly up. Going to Higgins. Higgins, little crossover move. Puts it, popped out. Rebound pulled down by Allen. Quickly come the Highclimbers. But Gellner stepped in front of that pass. And here she comes back for the Stadium Tigers. And Gellner drew the foul. That'll go on Allen. And that'll send Gellner to the line. She is 0 for 1. She has 2 shots this time. And she'll get another one. She missed the first end of a 1-and-1 in the first quarter. That is her first point of the evening. Second one rattled in. And it's now 27 to 22. They're going to put another point up there on the board for the Tigers. Here comes Gooley for Shelton. Throws into the corner. And it is Griffin. Griffin out to Gooley to Ware. Ware side of the paint to Allen. To Gooley. Gooley throws it over to the corner. It's deflected out of bounds. See, I have different score than on my sheet than is on the official clock. So we a Highclimber board, a ball, sideline inbounds. Ware gets it in and puts it right back into the hands of Leach. Leach to the three-point arc. Cross-court pass to Griffin. Griffin tried to hit Gooley, threw it out of bounds. That would be the 14th turnover, 14 turnovers on the Highclimbers. Interesting. And running point this time is Forrest for Stadium. She'll throw it over to Saglam. And Saglam, the pass in middle is deflected and turned over. Here come the Highclimbers. Comes Griffin. Griffin hooks it to Allen. Allen out to Ware. Ware into the corner. And Griffin finds Gooley. Gooley under the bucket, puts it up, drew the foul. I'm going to guess that they're only going to give Gellner 1 point on that free throw, the two attempts that she made. So Gooley missed the first free throw. Higgins picked up her second personal. Gooley's second free throw. Off the back of the iron, rebound, Allen. Allen one dribble out to Gooley. Gooley swinging over to Ware. Ware for three. Yes! The lead is back up to 9. 30-21. Turnaround jumper in the side of the paint. The elbow by Murphy falls off. Rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin finds Ware. Back to Griffin. Griffin lobs it across the paint and a hack foul on the back of the arm of Allen on the Tigers. It'll be their third team foul. And the personal foul went on Herman. That was her first. Inbounds from the baseline to Ware, to Gooley. Gooley picked up her pivot foot on the pass off and turned it back over. It'll be Stadium ball, trailing by 9, 30-21, with 5:45 to go here in the third quarter. Gellner running point. Get it over to Glam. Glam to Springstead, down to Higgins. Higgins' shot comes up short, goes out of bounds, and that'll stay right there. And baseline inbounds to the right of the backboard for Gellner and the Tigers. Lob it in to Higgins, catch and shoot, miss it, got her own rebound, put it up and in that time. Get her 14 points. And the Highclimbers coming right back. A Raddick pass in the middle is on the floor and a jump ball. And that should go to the Highclimbers. 30-23 is their score. 5:20 to go here in the third. Inbounds goes to Gooley, over to Griffin. Griffin one dribble hook pass to Gooley on the box. Try to sleep under, finds a, who is that? That's Leach with a three, missed it, rebound, and a putback by Griffin. No good, and here come the Tigers. Gellner threw it away. Leach stepping in the passing lane, here she comes the other way. Each side of the paint, kick it out to Gooley. Gooley into the corner to Ware. Ware all day for three, no, rebound off the body of Murphy out of bounds, it stays right there. Ella Pinter, Cara Bow, and Paige Johnson all step onto the court for the Highclimbers. Baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard. Kennedy inbounds to Johnson. Johnson to Pinter. Over to Kennedy. Pinter, three at the top. Nope. And that'll go out of bounds. 7-point lead for the Highclimbers. Tigers have the ball. 4.5 almost to go here in the third. Gellner running point as she has done most of the night. Only a couple of minutes rest for her so far. There's Murphy, side of the paint. Missed the jumper. Saved inbounds by Higgins to Murphy. Murphy put it up and in and drew the foul. It's her first bucket of the night. And that'll be the third team foul on the Highclimbers. And Bo picked up her first personal. And Murphy's free throw, high off the back of the iron, rebound pulled down by Bo. Here comes Pinter. Up it goes to Ware. Ware to the hoop, puts it up a little too hard. Rebound tapped and then controlled by the Tigers. Here comes Gellner, back the other way. Lamb has to chase it down the corner, throws it to Gellner, knocked out of bounds by Ware. Saglam will inbounds it to Gellner. Gellner bounces it over to Springstead. Springstead to Saglam into the corner. Up to Gellner. Gellner pull-up jumper just inside the arc. Missed it. Rebound pulled down by Ware. Timber on the run. Had a ball slapped out of her hands from behind. And Pinter will track it down in the corner. Bounce it to Kennedy. Kennedy down it goes to Johnson. Oh, she blew the layup. Slapped out the rebound, however. Kennedy comes up with it, puts it on the floor, and she's bothered and fouled. And they're going to call a double dribble on the Highclimbers. Jasmine Griffin returns for the Highclimbers. And Ware will sit down. And here comes Gellner for the Tigers. Bounces over to Saglam. Into the corner. Goes to Springstead. Looking low to Higgins. Higgins threw a pass to Gellner. Missed the shot. Rebound. Tapped out to Pinter. Pinter on the run. The other way. Going right to the hoop. Bounces it over. Nice play. Bow up and in. Give the assist to Ella. Nice play. 32-25 is the score. Shelton on top. Stadium with the ball, and Pinter's going to be called with foul. That'll be her fourth team foul. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 32-25 is their score. Shelton with the lead. Stadium with the ball. Gellner bounces it over to Springstead. Springstead to Saglam. Saglam drives baseline, bounces it to Higgins. Back out to Springstead. Cross court it goes to Gellner. Off her hands. It'll go out of bounds. Yep, it'll get out of bounds. That'll be Highclimber ball. And the 18th turnover by my count on the Tigers. Kennedy running point this time for Shelton. Throw it over to Pinter. Pinter dribbles around the Salam and try to get a pass. It's deflected and stolen away by Gellner. Gellner has a one-on-one and goes to one-on-two. Going to take it to the hoop. Pinter knocks it out of bounds from behind. Ball will stay at this end of the court. Aurora Gooley will step in and replacing Ella Pinter. 2:25 to go here in the third. 32-25 is their score. Shelton on top. Stadium with the ball. Gellner will inbounds it and going up to fight and knock that away from Saglam was Gooley. It'll be sideline inbounds this time for Tigers. Inbounds goes to Gellner. Gellner back to Saglam. Back to Gellner. Throw it over, and it is Springstead to Saglam. Over to Gellner. Gellner drives side of the paint, kick it out to Higgins. Higgins with the toe on the line, put it up and in. Give her 16 points tonight. And it's the Highclimbers trying to go right back. And they no go on that basket. Here comes the Tigers. Higgins to Gellner. Gellner between the circles. Throw it over to Saglam. To Higgins at the foul line. To Springstead, side of the paint. And we have a traveling call. I'm still waiting for them to post points on the board here.
Pretzels, 50 cents. Hot dogs, 75 cents. And popcorn, 50 cents. Can't beat that.
And here come the Highclimbers. Kennedy with the ball on the dribble. Gets a screen from Bo. Pick and roll finds Johnson, who drives right to the hoop and lays it up and in. Page with her 9th point of the night. And Gellner throws over Saglam. Back to Gellner between the circles. Over to Saglam. And good active hands as Bo knocks it out of bounds. The pass into the corner to Springstead. It'll be a Tiger ball in front of their own bench on the far sideline. Inbounds to Gellner. Throws it over to Springstad. Springstad had to go get it. Throws over to Saglam. Saglam looking for Higgins. Down to Higgins on the box. Working one-on-one. Draws the double team. Tried to step out of it. Walked out of her hands. Gooley came up with it, and then Saglam was in the right place, and it looks like Johnson's going to be called with a foul for Shelton. If so, that's her 4th. It is. 5th team foul on the Highclimbers. Caitlin Allen will return and go get Paige. Johnson with her 4 fouls. Inbounds to Higgins. Higgins, Bob, shot is blocked, and Bo comes up with it. And here comes the Highclimbers. Ooh, a little overthrow on that. It'll be Tiger ball. And 35 seconds to go here in the quarter. 34-27 is the score on the board. Shelton with the lead. Stadium had the ball for the moment, and here comes Aurora Gooley with a steal. Going back the other way. It's over to Kennedy. Finds Gooley. Gooley under the bucket. Will turn around and set the offense. Now she'll throw it to Bo. Bo to Leach. Partially blocked. And a rebound pulled down by Higgins. Higgins will bring it up after a pass from Gellner, and she'll lose it going out of bounds. They'll keep it right with the... well, it's the end of the quarter either way. So after 3, score on the scoreboard has Shelton 34, Stadium 27. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com and HookandHowl.HCC.net. We'll be right back here on...
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world.
Our certified technicians provide complete IT services to keep your business running smoothly.
From spyware and virus removal, on-site server and computer installation, network design, configuration, and more.
Let HCC be your IT partner. Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And we're waiting for the start of the 4th quarter. 34-27 is the score on the scoreboard. Shelton on top. I'm still in the middle of calculating the scores here. We got 2, 16. Let's see here. We'll have to do some calculations to see how accurate the scoreboard actually is, but it's 34-27 on the scoreboard. Shelton is in the lead. And it looks like it will be Tiger ball coming out of the timeout. So Glam's running point for the Tigers. High post feed goes to Higgins. She'll get it over to Forrest. It's knocked off of her leg, out of bounds. It'll be Highclimber ball. And a turnover real quickly for the Tigers. I have 20 by my count. It's like Pinter running a point, slowing the pace down a little bit. And so Glam knocked it out of her hands. She went and got it. High post speed to Allen. Over goes to Leach. Leach puts on the floor. Splits a double team. Stop and threw it away. Higgins with the pick. And here comes Forrest. Forrest stops between the circles. Over to Higgins. Higgins to Saglam. Saglam baseline ends up traveling. And it'll be 22 turnovers on the Tigers tonight. 34-27 still our score. It's like Ella Pinter is running the show in the 4th quarter for the Highclimbers, slowing the pace down a little bit. Leach with it, high post feed to Allen, rolls over to Pinter. Pinter throws over to Ware. Ware to Allen, back to Ware. Then to Pinter, driving baseline, throws it out. Leach with a 15-footer, off the mark, rebound pulled down by the Tigers. And here comes Stadium the other way, trailing. Trying to go coast to coast. In and out on the bucket was Higgins, I believe, but it's stolen away. Higgins with the ball, with the shot in the paint. And Murphy, or Sonato, throws it up there, and it'll stay with the Tigers. A couple of second chance points. Griffin will return, and Leach will sit down. It'll be a Tiger ball. So Glam will inbounds it to Springstead, side of the paint to Sonato, to Higgins. Higgins throws it to Springstead. Now who has it? It's Forrest. And we have a whistle, a traveling call on the Tigers. 23 turnovers by my count on the Tigers here tonight. Score remains the same, 34-27. Same as we've ended the third quarter. And we played almost 2 minutes without a score on either side. There's Ware with it, trying to drive baseline, draws the foul on Sonato, and that'll be it for her. If it is on her, that'll be 5. So Sonato is done with 4 points tonight. And Anna Murphy will step onto the court and replace her for the Tigers. Inbound goes to Allen, to Bow, to Pinter, and a deflected. Pinter got it in backcourt. Here come the Highclimbers again. And it'll be a turnover on the Highclimbers. I have 18. As Griffin trying to palm the ball. So Forrest is running point for the Tigers this time. High post feed is deflected off of a leg, and we have a jump ball. And that'll go to the Highclimbers. And here comes Gellner. Ruby Gellner returns. He runs a very tight ship for Stadium. Been on most of the night, except for the last couple of minutes here. Pinter will slow the pace down. Tigers look like they're going in the zone. And in the high post feed is stolen away. Higgins with a pick. Here she comes. Going to the hoop, puts it up short. Had her own rebound, taps it out to Murphy. Murphy's putback goes in. 4 points for Anna. And here come the Highclimbers. Ware trying to lace a pass, it's deflected and stolen away by the Tigers. And here comes Stadium with the ball. Forrest with it, running point, trailing by 5. Gellner finds Higgins. Higgins up and in. 18 points for Vanessa. And it's a 3-point lead for the Highclimbers, and a timeout has been called. So we will take one, step aside for a brief moment. This is MasonWebTV.com, Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team helps keep you connected to your world via broadband, video, and voice.
For a limited time, get half off a new bundled broadband connection for 6 months and free installation, but without any contract.
With unlimited internet access from HCC, you can keep your multi-device, data-hungry family happy. Close the generation gap without any data caps.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And we're back here at Highclimber Stadium, the Mini Dome. Shelton Highclimbers, ladies and girls basketball, lead the Stadium Tigers by a score of 34-31. Just about 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Ware and Gooley exchange some passes. Gooley with it between the circles for Shelton with the lead in the ball. Swing it over, and that's Griffin. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Highclimbers. Trying to run a little bit of a clock. Baseline inbounds to the left of the backboard. Griffin flash in the middle, throw it up to Bow. Bow swings over to Ware. Ware puts it on the floor, goes right to the hoop, puts it up short. Rebound goes to Higgins, and a foul will go on the Highclimbers. Foul will go on Caitlin Allen. That's her third. 6th team foul for the Highclimbers. Here comes Forrest with the ball, running point for Stadium. Swing it over to Gellner. To Higgins, double team, kick it out. Springstead. to Forrest. Forrest pull-up jumper at the foul line, hit the top of the backboard and bounces into the hands of Gooley. Gooley finds Ware to the bucket. Nope, she's going to find Gooley. Gooley will step to the bucket and lay it up in. Aurora Gooley, with only her 3rd point tonight, leads up to 5-31. Here comes Stadium right back. Gellner running point this time, swing it over. And that's Forrest. Forrest, ball is popping around along the baseline and hit the sideline in front of the bench. It'll be Highclimber ball. Paige Johnson returns. She does have 4 fouls. And she's the leading scorer. Actually, not the leading scorer. Timber Ware's the leading scorer for the Highclimbers. But is a threat in the middle. Gooley running point. Looking for Johnson. Swinging over to Bow. Bow drives baseline. Hook pass. That goes out to Griffin. Griffin up top to Ware. Back to Griffin. Side of the paint goes to Johnson. Stepping into the passing lane is Gellner. Tied up by Bow. That'll stay with, actually that'll go over to the Tigers. And I count 20 turnovers on the Highclimbers. 3:40 to go here in the ball game. 5-point lead for Shelton. Stadium with the ball. Gellner, top of the key, throws it down to the box. Turnaround jumper over a double team is Murphy. Missed it. Johnson came over the rebound. Her outlet's nearly stolen away, but knocked out of bounds. And they're going to give it to the Tigers. Wow. Forrest will trigger the play from the sidelines. Inbounds to Gellner. Gets it right back. Puts on the floor. Almost lost it off the building. Slaps a pass to Higgins. Now down to Murphy. Out to Higgins. Throws it up to Forrest. Over it goes to Springstead. Springstead to the baseline. Double team. Throw it up top to Forrest. Forrest to foul line. Jumper up. Nope. Missed it, but drew the foul. 2 shots coming. And that goes on Aurora Gooley. That's her seventh team foul on Shelton. Forrest at the line for the first of 2. Missed first one. She's now 1 for 3 tonight. Has only a point. 3:15 to go here in the ball game. 35-31 is the score. Second free throw by Forrest, rattled in. Give her 2 points tonight. And here comes Aurora Gooley. Between the circles on the dribble. Throws over to Bow. Bounces over to Ware. Timber. Fakes outside, goes middle, throws over to Bow. Bow for 3, partially blocked. Off the glass and in! That's her second 3 in the ball game. And it's 8 points for her, and the lead is now 7. 39-32. Under 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Shelton on top, Stadium with the ball. Murphy with it in the paint, turnaround jumper. Short. Rebound. Ware tapped it. Bow controls it. Here comes Gooley. Gooley lost it. Had to go get it in the backcourt. She's going to be bothered by a couple of Tigers. Throws it up. There's Griffin. Griffin to the 3-point arc, and she double dribbled. And that's 22 turnovers on the Highclimbers. 39-32. 3:37 to go here in the ball game. Shelton with the lead. Stadium with the ball. Gellner to the top of the key. Throws over to Forrest. Forrest looking low. Back to Gellner. Swing it over, and it's Springstead. Springstead looking low. Cross court it goes to Forrest. Back to Gellner between the circles. Looking around the edges, trying to get in the middle. Interior pass deflected and taken away by Johnson. Here comes Griffin. Griffin throws it over to Bow off her hands, out of bounds. Just a little too high and out of bounds. It goes to Tigers. Get the ball back. 2:13 to go here in the ball game. Trailing by 7. Highclimbers are leading. Stadium has the ball. There comes Gellner. And a timeout has been called, a full timeout. 2:08 to go in the ball game. 39 for Shelton, 32 for Stadium. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com, Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net.
So who's going to do what?
I'll pack the dead batteries.
Great.
I'll only put what I don't need into a duffel bag.
Perfect. That's totally unhelpful.
No problem.
Meanwhile, I will try to comfort everyone by speaking in a calm voice. And who is going to handle supplies?
I can forget to do a list for us.
Thanks, pal.
We couldn't be any less prepared. I'm proud of you guys.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Search Ready Kids at nyc.gov or call 311.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Highclimbers break their huddle and are out on the court first. You've got Bo. You've got Johnson. You've got Ware. You've got Griffin, and you've got Gooley. The Tigers have the ball. Harris is in there with Gellner, Springstad, Higgins, and Murphy. Gellner with the ball, top of the key. Throws it over to Dela. Harris can't handle it, out of bounds. The Highclimber ball on the 26th turnover on the Tigers. Shelton has the lead in the ball. Gooley running point between the circles. Dribbles to the three-point arc, finds Griffin. Griffin puts it on the floor, dribbles to the three-point arc, shuffles the pass to Ware. Ware in the corner, draws a double team. Griffin has it, holds onto it, finds Bo. Bo swings over to Gooley. Gooley working on the left side. Highclimbers obviously running some clock. 10 on the shot clock now. Swing it over to Bo. Bo faked the three, finds Griffin in the corner. He's got 4, got to do something with it. Griffin will hook a pass, and shot clock violation on the Highclimbers. Their 24th turnover. They did take about 30 seconds off that clock. Used every bit of that shot clock. No points. Here comes Gellner quickly. Finds Harris. Harris to the three-point arc on the far side. She'll step back for 3 and miss. Griffin comes down with a rebound for Shelton. Up to Ware. Up to Gooley. Gooley to the bucket. Lays it up and in. Aurora Gooley with only her 5th point tonight, and it's a 9-point lead for the Highclimbers. Harris trying to make a move, turn the ball over, right back to the Highclimbers. 1:06 to go in the game, 41-32. Shelton on top with the ball. Bo will pick it up, throw back to Gooley. Gooley will probably run some more clock here. To Griffin. Griffin puts the ball on the floor and dribbles to the baseline. Draws a double team. Bump, no whistle. Finds Gooley. Gooley up to Bo. Bo for 3 again. Bank? Nope, not open now. It's closed, and the rebound goes to Murphy, and Murphy's outlet is a foul on that one. That'll be 8th team foul on the Highclimbers. So we'll walk to the other end of the court and shoot it 1-1. And a personal foul went to Jasmine Griffin. That's her 4th? I got 4. They have 3. That was only 3 on Griffin. Another timeout taken. So 48 seconds to go in this ball game. Shelton has a 41-32 lead on Stadium here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com and Hood Canal Communications, hcc.net.
Oh, look, a redhead.
Staring contest.
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Anna Murphy is at the line for the first of a 1-1 for the Stadium Tigers. 48 seconds to go here in the ball game. 41-32 is the score. Murphy's first free throw is off the side of the rim, and rebound goes to Bo. And here come the Highclimbers. Gooley will get it back to Bo, crossing midcourt. Throws over to the corner, and it's Johnson. To Bo, it's slapped and stolen away by Gellner. Gellner barely controls it. No, it's not Gellner, it's actually Murphy. What do we have? A foul on the Highclimbers? Bo will be called with the push foul. It's her 2nd. And we're back to the line again for Murphy. So Murphy is 0 for 2 at the free throw line. She has 4 points tonight. We're going to do another one on the 1-1. Missed the front end. Nope. They're going to wave that one off as a lane violation. And that doesn't count. So 35 seconds to go in the ball game. Shelton leads 41-32. Tigers are going to go full court press. Cooley will inbounds it, looking for somebody to throw it to. Got to get it in. Bounce it off the leg of Gellner. It'll stay in the backcourt. And it's wise move by Aurora to bounce it off of a foot to avoid the 5 count. So Cooley's still having trouble to find somebody. She'll throw it in all the way up near midcourt is Bo. Bo bounces it up to Griffin. Griffin off the glass and in. 6 points for Jasmine tonight. And it's an 11-point lead for the Highclimbers. Here comes Gellner right back. Puts off the glass a little too hard. Rebound Higgins. Higgins put back. Falls in. For 20 points tonight. The Highclimber ball sidelines. And what do we have here? I'm going to switch it up here. So Griffin will trigger the sideline inbounds and backcourt play. Throws it in to where midcourt, foul line, bucket, lays it up and in. Give her 16 points, and it's an 11-point lead again for the Highclimbers with 4 seconds. 3 on the way. Griffin will pull it down, and that'll do it, folks. Shelton Highclimbers win. The Lady Highclimbers win their home opener, their season opener, 45-34. So that's the final as Shelton goes to 1-0. And Stadium goes to 1-1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back as the Shelton Lady Highclimbers knock off the Stadium Lady Tigers by a score of 45-34. We'll be right back here on MasonWebTV.com, Hooking Out Communications, HCC.net.
The Hood Canal Communications team keeps your business connected to the world via broadband, video, and voice.
We offer business phone systems,
voice service with unlimited long distance,
broadband with speeds up to 1,000 megabits per second,
complete IT services,
on-site computer repair,
video service,
and advertising.
Let HCC be your communications service partner.
Call or click today, 898-2481 or hcc.net.
Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
And it is a final here at the Mini Dome. Final score is Shelton 45, Stadium at 34. The 3A Narrows League Highclimbers knock off the 4A Narrows League Stadium Tigers by the final score. The Highclimbers were led by the freshman Timber Ware with 16 points. Paige Johnson finished with 9. 8 for Kara Bow. She had 2 3-pointers. 6 for Jasmine Griffin. 5 for Aurora Gooley, and a point for Ella Pinter. That rounds out the scoring for the Highclimbers. The Tigers in the loss, Vanessa Higgins finished with 20 points. 4 from Anna Murphy, 4 from Mariah Zanotto, 2 for Milas Saglam, and 2 for Amini Forrest, and a point for Mia Springstead. And that will do it. Again, we remind you our next webcast will be right here in this same spot as the boys' turn to take the court, as the 0-1 boys, Shelton boys team hosts the Aberdeen Bobcats. The ladies will head to Aberdeen for Friday night game. We will be on the air shortly before 7 o'clock. So the final again, Shelton Lady Highclimbers knock off the Stadium Lady Tigers by a score of 45-34. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching MasonWebTV.com, Hood Canal Communications, HCC.net. A reminder again, we'll see you on Friday.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.